From gigantic machines capable of turning rock into dust, to unique technologies that redefine our usual concepts of construction and industry, today we will dive together into the world of the most powerful devices on the planet. Get ready to find out how they tear through rocks, scatter tons of cargo, and instantly lay roads where it once seemed impossible. Make yourselves comfortable, because this episode will surely keep you watching until the final second. You are on the Infinity Hub channel. Do not forget to subscribe and hit like. It helps us a lot with promotion, and in return, you will get unreal content about machinery. Let us begin. Sometimes it might seem that trimming a hedge is a dull, monotonous task. But if you have a device called HS75ER, everything changes. This machine is a modern version of the previous model, and instead of the usual hydraulic motors, it uses 48-volt electric engines. Thanks to this, it frees operators from exhaust fumes and makes work cleaner and safer. The main idea behind the device is simple. It trims bushes and trees quickly and neatly over a large area while retaining power comparable to hydraulics. The previous high-quality materials and components remain unchanged. However, now, if necessary, you can easily switch from electric drive to hydraulic, and vice versa. And the best part is that with such a helper, even the most boring process turns into something almost relaxing. Have you ever dreamed of quickly collecting nuts, fruits, or olives from trees without spending hours on tedious manual labor? The tree shaker, with Collector, is precisely that incredible machine capable of emptying the crowns of entire orchards in a matter of minutes. The working principle is simple yet incredibly effective. A special arm firmly grasps the trunk, begins vibrating at a certain frequency, and the fruits practically fall on their own. But the most ingenious part is the optional collector, a sort of funnel or catchment placed right beneath the vibration point. The tree's fruits drop straight into this skirt without scattering in all directions. This way, in 1 hour, you can process several dozen trees, leaving not a single tasty olive or nut behind. In the world of construction, there are real sculptors that lay down smooth concrete roads and sidewalks. One of them is the GP2400 slipform paver, a machine that creates solid strips of pavement by literally extruding fresh concrete and forming flawlessly even road surfaces. The machine can operate in either 2- or 4-track mode, and the control system by the GOMACO company provides precision craftsmanship. The maximum paving width can reach about 16.5 feet with the base frame, and up to a bit more than 20 feet with extensions installed. This entire behemoth moves at about 105 feet per minute, which is quite a decent pace for such a large concrete sculptor. Moreover, transport is simplified. How do you remove thick tire marks on runways or peeling surfaces on major highways? Traffic lines. Duo Twister is a unique ultra-high-pressure water jet system that gently but very effectively washes away rubber buildup on airfields and old coatings on roads. The machine is designed so that a powerful jet of water removes deposits and washes away contamination while minimally damaging the surface. The Duo Twister delivers high cleaning speed and absolute safety since the technology itself is computer-controlled, monitoring pressure and the precision of the jet. Thanks to this machine, takeoffs and landings become safer. When the surface is clean, traction increases and the risk of fire decreases. When we were children playing with little toy trucks, we already felt as though we were in control of the world's might. But just imagine a real giant named Bell AZ 75710, the largest mining dump truck in the world. It can carry 450 tons of cargo in a single trip. Compare its size to any passenger car. Next to the Bell AZ, an ordinary car looks tiny. Its engine power exceeds the combined force of several Formula One cars. If you look at its wheels, even a person standing at full height would not reach halfway up the tire. Its weight is greater than that of a fully loaded Airbus 380, and when you stand beside it, you realize what a true giant in the world of machinery really is. The task: mow grass around poles, fences, and other obstacles without endlessly switching to a weed trimmer. The solution: the Raster Master. This setup allows the mower to rotate 360 degrees, gracefully maneuvering around any fences or barriers. The main advantage of the Raster is that you need only one pass along a field or lawn. There is no need to chase after additional equipment later. Also, some types of these poles can conduct electricity, and timely mowing around them reduces the risk of current leaks. Plus, this device saves time and effort. Mowing large areas no longer feels like an endless chore. Is there anything more mesmerizing than watching a powerful shredder tear through metal, rubber, and even plastic? The scrap metal shredder is a device whose power seems limitless. In seconds, it can rip apart entire barrels, pieces of pipe, bumpers, and much more. Though it is called a metal shredder, it is actually omnivorous. Plastic, rubber, and other materials are easily turned into small fragments that are then recycled. The key is safety. Modern models have high protective walls so that no one accidentally peers too close into the machine's maw. And that is a good thing, because ending up inside such a beast would be like experiencing a nightmare film. To reach a remote site across a river or traverse an impressive bridge, huge machines need a way to quickly travel by rail. Dymax Rail Rider allows any large construction equipment to literally get on the tracks and race to the destination. It attaches to most loaders and excavators in about 8 to 12 hours and does not require bulky modifications. The front and rear wheels are securely locked into the rails, reducing tire wear and eliminating the risk of slipping. With a few of these carriages, you can transport an entire fleet of machines without loading them onto trailers. Convenient, fast, and quite economical. Everyone has changed a tire at some point and certainly encountered how tightly the bolts can be screwed. Now imagine the same bolts on an industrial scale. Bridges, large mechanisms, pipelines. Hydraulic bolt torque wing is the hydraulic tool that makes it possible to tighten and loosen huge bolts with incredible precision and force. The main secret is the use of a powerful hydraulic cylinder that, at pressures of hundreds of bar, transmits enormous torque to the bolt. With each stroke of the piston, the ratchet engages the nut, then releases it and grips it again. This allows continuous rotation and, therefore, quick tightening without the risk of damaging the threads. Places where an ordinary wrench fails are no problem for this device. Fighting weeds is an eternal task and often a tedious one. The weed brush, specifically the OB90 model, comes to the rescue when large areas need to be cleared. Its rotating brush literally sweeps weeds out of the ground, leaving them not the slightest chance. The machine has hydraulic adjustment, allowing you to tilt and rotate the brush so that it can reach into the most awkward spots. No chemicals or extra fuel needed. The device is environmentally safe and very easy to maintain. And, what is especially pleasant, it replaces several tools at once, combining the functions of a scythe, a brush, and even partly a cultivator. Strolling through city streets, you have surely noticed perfectly laid brick paving. However, it is often not actual brickwork, but a clever imitation created by a special roller. The machine rolls over freshly laid concrete, giving it a relief that looks like bricks. Usually, matrix stamps are used for such an effect, but they are not always suitable for curved or narrow sections. The roller, on the other hand, can move even along winding paths and does everything about 5 times faster. First, the concrete is leveled. Then, a chemical compound is spread on top to facilitate molding. And finally, everything is sealed with a special coating. The result, sidewalks or pathways, look as though they were laid with genuine brick. Right after the roller, we cannot ignore another grand creation called Komatsu P and H4100 XBC. It is a colossal mining excavator with such a reserve of power that its control systems not only allow it to dig out the earth, but also to analyze all the necessary working data. The Centurion intelligent electronics monitor temperature, performance, and drive operation, and if needed, the operator can collect statistics in real time. Planting trees or digging holes for large construction projects often takes a huge amount of time and effort. The Dutchman company created truck spades that simplified the entire process. The key is that these metal blades are not only strong, but also designed to slice through the soil in a single motion, forming the perfect hole or extracting a tree along with its root ball. The company's engineers used computers to calculate the ideal angles and employed cold stamping of the metal, which increased the blade's strength. The steel plates do not bend or break, and the special arrangement of stiffening ribs and scraping plates prevents soil from sticking. As a result, the operator gains a fast, clean, and precise digging mechanism for professional plant transplantation and creating pits. For those who believe that breaking stones is grueling work, there is a device called Split Stone S100, which can be integrated into an excavator or crane and can split boulders in mere moments. Hydraulic wedges are inserted into a pre-drilled hole and then exert enough force that the massive rock cracks like a dry twig. The pressure can reach about 250 bar or more, and the entire operation is practically free of any explosive effect. Remote control is even possible via radio or cable, and if desired, a module rotating 360 degrees can be installed. Rock, concrete, old foundations, all of it is turned into convenient debris for hauling away. The most annoying thing on the road is when endless traffic jams steal loads of time and energy. The road zipper can save drivers from gridlock simply by changing the configuration of the traffic lanes. This mechanism shifts concrete barriers, literally unzipping and zipping them like a zipper, thereby widening or narrowing the needed lane. If there is a heavy flow of traffic in one direction on a highway, it is enough to activate the zipper, and it will free up an additional lane for that flow in a matter of minutes. The Lindsay Company, which has been producing the road zipper since the mid-1980s, has implemented such solutions worldwide, with one of the most famous examples being the iconic Golden Gate Bridge. So if you ever find yourself stuck in the heart of a major traffic jam, take note. Somewhere nearby, this machine may already be working to help you out. When a load of ballast, lots of stones and gravel, needs to be removed or rearranged, Dymax Ballast Blaster comes into play. This innovation from a Missouri-based company makes it easy to lay down or remove the ballast layer under railway tracks. It is mounted onto an excavator, and a special chain cuts through the layer of stone, clearing space. The main trick is that the ballast blaster uses automatic chain tension. It is as if the chain adjusts itself to the load, and the operator does not have to halt the entire process to make manual adjustments. If needed, you can even install a rotating platform to work from any angle, without being constrained by the orientation of the tracks. The machine's speed and efficiency are ideal for large-scale railway projects. And so, we have examined the most astonishing and powerful machines, from gigantic excavators to devices that expertly tackle fire or weeds. Each of them astounds the imagination with its power and the ingenuity of engineering thought. And this is only a small portion of what humanity can create. So if you are not yet satisfied, be sure to stay on the channel. The future will only get brighter and more grand.